into this video, I'm going to show you guys how I did my mannequin head. I bleached 3 bundles of hair. I didn't really need 3 bundles, but I just did it because I needed the other bundle for another hairstyle. So I had to do 3 bundles of it because I like my bob fuller. Show you guys as we go along. That's the 1 bundle hair. It's really long and the hair is from me, Fantasia Perfect Touch Glam. That's 2 bundles and 3 bundles hair that I used. And that's the bleach that we got. We've got the closure there. If you want to know how I bleach my closure, let me know and I'll do that. I had some elastic band. You don't really need it, to be honest, but yeah, I just had it for some people that needs it. And then of course a dome cap. I used the mesh one and it has a clip on them, and then a scissors, and then some comb and some clip of any choice. And then I have the hair oil. That's the polish, air polish. That's the name of it. And then some thread. I use the long thread because that's comfortable for me. You can use the fold ones or any ones that you like, the bend ones. But I like using the straight ones because they're more comfortable for me. And I have thread, black thread. My son removed the the rubber inside, so it was a play thing. And then I have a straightener, and of course the mannequin head. If you want to know how I customize the mannequin head, let me know and I'll do another video showing you guys how I did that. And then we have the stand, of course. Here we go, the dome head. We're gonna fit it in the mannequin head. Make sure the dome cap is behind your ears, just as you want it to be on your head. Is how you're gonna put that head on the mannequin. Don't put it over your the mannequin head unless the dome cap, the mannequin head is not your head size. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Then you can do that. Some pin. I'm using that pin, the T-pin, and I'm gonna pin that from both the ears and the back, just for security, so that will be sewing the hair and nothing will come out. Take your time when you're doing that. Just do it perfectly because that's what's gonna make the wig come out nicely. If you don't do that nicely, the wig is not gonna come nicely. As you can see, there are some. It's not smooth. The cap is not smooth. You're not gonna put it and be like, oh, I want the cap to be so smooth, like the top of the cap. No, you want the cap to fit your head, not being smooth, because you can work on that. I've got the closure there. I'm gonna band it. That's gonna be easier for me to lay it on there. Take your time on that boo because that's what's gonna bring out your cap. If you miss that, you're gonna miss the cap. We're going for a middle part there, so I'm literally taking my time. I did not want to edit it because I wanted to show you guys the reality of it. So that's why I just put everything on there. I clip the middle of it and the center of my head, like the middle part, you know what I mean, like that part of the middle part, and I clip the back of it. I was not a permanent one because I just want to lay out the hair and then see if I got it right, and then I'll leave it. But if I don't get it right, I'm definitely going to take it out and do it again, as you can see. So try fixing that. You know, when the mannequin head have got 2 lines, like the main lines, that 2 lines shape is where we're going to try to clip the closure. Sometimes the closure is lightly, as you can see, it's lightly longer, so that passes the line. So I had to remove it and push it a little bit to the line, and then add a little bit of space on the other side to push it a little bit to the other side after the line as well, so that it will be even. That's what you want to do. Take your time and do it. This is what makes your wig come out nicely. So after I do that, I'm taking the middle one as well and redo it. And it's going to be in a central, proper central. So after that, doing the back as well, because obviously I've shifted the other bit, so the back needs to be shifted as well into the nice back. So I'm going to use the clip it because of some of the hair down. I'm going to clip that and still try to pin down the hair onto the mannequin head, as you can see. Take your time and do it because that's what's going to make your wig come out nicely. So I've got the needle there. I'm going to thread it, knot it, and then start doing the hair. As you can see, it's self-explanatory, to be honest, because the way I'm going to sew it is how I'm going to sew the hair throughout. I start sewing it right from the beginning of the closure, but I did not put the thread inside I don't know if you understand what I mean. I did not, oh, sorry, I put the thread inside of the mannequin head because that's the closure. You want it really sewn. So I'm putting that needle right through the head, the band, the mannequin head. Oh, sorry, the dome cap. I'm not gonna edit this. I want you guys to see the reality of this. I'm gonna sew it down to the, as you can see, the thread was not. I'm gonna unknot it and still continue doing it. I'm gonna sew it right down to the dome head. Don't be scared, sew it down there. But when you're sewing the extension, the bundle is gonna be different. I'll show you guys how I do that. But for this one, I show it right on this band, the black band. As you can see, that black band, I sew it down onto it because we're gonna cut that. You know, at the end of it, we're gonna cut that inside of it. So you don't want it to be at the top of it, and then when you cut it, it's gonna be I'll show you guys in a little bit there. So we're gonna sew it in the same way all through out. I'm not showing inside of the hair. There's a space on the hair of the closure. There's a line there that you have to sew on. As you can see, that line there, trying to press on the show. I'll sew the dome cap, put it underneath. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do all throughout. So I hope you guys understand. As if you look keenly, you can understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you're gonna do that. So you want to secure that closure, because if you're going to put any elastic band on it, you want that closure to be secure, or else it's going to rip out. You don't want that. So you literally have to secure that closure, just as if you're using the sewing machine to sew it. That's how, yeah, that's the best way I can explain to you guys. Just sew it as if you're using a sewing machine to sew it. That's the closure. Forget about the elastic being tight or whatever. It's not going to be tight because that's just your head size. It's not going to be tight, because when we get to the bundle, I'll show you guys what you can do for the hair not to be tight on your head. It's to be just your head size. I'll show you guys. If you look keenly, you can see a little bit of gallop there, like the cap is not being smoothed out, because that's my head size. If I smooth that out, it's not going to be my head size. So I walked through that. If you want me to explain in depth, can let me know, and I'll do another video and ask someone to hold the camera for me so that I can explain in depth. But for now, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, and we're gonna do that. So yeah, move there again. As you can see, that was what I'm talking about. Where the elastic band is, I'm putting the needle underneath it. So it literally underneath it, like sewing everything on it, like the needle is gonna be lie down onto the mannequin's head and then come off the dome cap. That's how I'm doing it, as you can see there. And then when we get to the last bit, I double sew it, and then I cut it, and then I tie the knots. You're gonna see it. I'll be doing it in a minute. So yeah, that's it. You see, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna tie it. I always make sure I tie my hair this way, but you can tie it any way that you like. So we're gonna put the needle through the hair bundle before we start sewing it. So now this is the trick. We are not gonna show the hair inside of the dome head, the mannequin, the dome cap. Sorry, the dome cap. Now we're gonna do it on top of it. So we're gonna literally pinch the top of the dome cap instead of sewing the elastic band, because that's the elastic band. We're not gonna sew the elastic band. So we're just pinching it at the top of it. If you can see the needle, it's not going down, it's just pinching it. I'll show you guys as we go along. So I start sewing the hair from behind the hair, not right behind the hair, but a little bit like an inch behind the hair, and I bundle the width because I want that hair to be thick. I don't want that kind of bob that is going to be so light that a little bit of wind, that bob is flying. No, I want it a bit of you know what I mean, like a bit of volume kind of thing. Yeah, as you can see there, the wind, I'm not sewing it inside, I'm sewing it on top of it. You can see the thread going. If you look keenly, you can tell what I'm trying to explain. So we're going to do that process all throughout, and for this video I'm using the folding method all throughout. I hate to cut my hair, and for the folding method you have to know the trick to be able to do it and for your hair to come out nicely at the end of it. So make sure your threads are all straight. Take your time and do it. It normally takes me an hour to do a recap, and when we get there I did like a double knot and then I turn it around. That's the folding method I use. So when I do the folding method, I make sure I put sew the right extreme end of where I fold it on the knot, and then yeah, do it twice and then I move on. As you can see, I'm doing it twice there, and then I move on because I need to secure that end. If you don't sew it on the knot, you just did it in between the hair and the knot, it's gonna be bulky. You don't want that bulkiness on your wig. I swear you don't want that, because that's not gonna look comfortable at all. So all throughout we're gonna go underneath the cap now, because that top of that cap, that net is not elastic band, as like we don't need to secure it. There's nothing that we need to secure there. So I'm literally sewing it the thread and the bundle underneath it, just as I show you guys when I was showing the closure. So I'm literally doing that, and we're going to do that process all throughout, since still going to use that folding method. And you just need to know the technique of it. If you want to know anything else about making a recap, just ask me. I think I'll explain better than this. This is my first time doing this on a camera, and this is my first time doing a voiceover on it, so it's not quite good, I can tell, but it's quite understandable. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing that behind. So the second one went right behind the ears, you can see, because we need to leave that space. So I'm sewing, as you see, I'm sewing it on the knot right at the end of it twice before I move on. And now I move on. You understand what I mean? That's what I was talking about. So because you have to secure that end, you don't want that end to be bulky, and for it not to be bulky, you have to sew it twice. So that's how we're going to do all throughout. When the thread finish, we cut it, sew it the same way we did for the closure, knot it, and then use another new fresh thread and still continue. Now we've used one bundle of hair. Can you see that how full that is already? That's a bundle of hair on the back of it. So now the second bundle, we're going to do it a single width. I'm not going to double the width because I don't want it too full and big and fluffy on my head. I just want that back to be full. So now we're going to do single width. The width, I'm going to start from where the other one stopped. So I'm just going to join it on the edge of the other one and then continue. When you're starting that, you have to sew it twice or 3 times, double it onto the other one. That makes it not to have any difference, like the boundary. You know, sometimes if you just sew it and then you find out that there's boundaries in your hair, it's because you did not sew the new fresh bundle onto the other one. Make sure you sew it onto the other ones, so that will make it stay together. You know what I mean? Like, I just hope you guys understand me, please. I'm not good at this, but I'm trying. I'm very good at doing the hair and stuff, but I'm not good at explaining to people. But I'm literally going to try to do this because it's something I want to do. I want to explain to people. I want to show people how I do my stuff and them to be able to do theirs as well. I like when people are independent as me. So I'll do that as well to the end. And I'm still going to use the folding method, just that it's a single width now because that's what I want. So at the front, we're not going to put the thread inside of the elastic band. We're putting it on top of it still. So you can see I'm still sewing that front twice before I double it. And then when I double it, I make sure I sew it twice. Can you see that? I put it on the width, the thread on the width. So always sew the thread on the width when you're using the folding method. That's where you're folding it. And then the other place, you can just continue the same thing. So I think that's going to be the end of the second bundle. So I've literally used 2 bundles of hair, and it's just going to be a tiny space there. So it's 2.5 hair that I get to use for this my hairstyle. and I love that. That's two bundle there, because you can see if I wanted that two bundle to be enough, it will have, but I wanted it to be that way that I wanted it. You see the end of it. That's how I wanted that look. That's another new one. That's the last bundle. I'm just using like 3 lines of it. 3 lines of it. So I'm going to still continue from the edge of where the other bundle stopped. So it's on top of it, so it will be secure, so we don't have any line there. I sewed it 3 times on it, as you can see, and then we move on. You see 3 times of it. I told you, as you can see my hand, sew it there so we can move on, so there's no space on it. So we're still gonna do that, and you still the folding method. We're still doing that folding method, and now the thread is not enough, so we're gonna cut it and knot it, and then we use a fresh thread bow. We're gonna do that. And now we're using the fresh thread which I've already prepared before, so we're using that into the edge and still using the same method, folding it. And yeah, as you can see, that's just half of it, so I didn't count that as one of the bundles, that the lines that I wanted to use. I'm just gonna use, I think, 3 lines, if I didn't get it wrong. I think 3 or 2 lines, and that will be fine. We're still going to use the same method. If your hair is not, always make sure you unknot it with the one that is tied is what you're going to make sure you use your thread. I'll show you guys that. I think I'll make a video and show you guys that how to unknot the thread when you're doing the hair. I think I'll do that and you guys can understand it better, because you have to literally just use your needle and then hold onto the tighter thread that has been knot and then pull it out. Then you get your thread out. If you start saying you're gonna use the ones that are up, it's not gonna get it right. So yeah, I know I talk too much, but you guys, I want to try my best to explain this. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, please guys. Please subscribe to my channel and be a part of my life. I'll do so many other things. Anything you want me to do, just tell me and I'll do it. Sorry about that. And excuse my background, please. That's so many clients' hair and my hair. I do sell other business. That's the business there. You go. I mean, like, yeah, it's not a bad view, but some people will just pick on it. So just tell you guys that that's business over there. So, and the lightning there was good for me to do this video, so why not? We're still using the fold over method to do that. As you can see, I'm gonna show you guys that trick as well. If the thread is, you know, when you sew the head, yeah, and then you find out that the thread is a bit out of the hair, like there's an extra thread out of the hair, make sure you open the longer thread and then pull one of it. It's just one thread that I've left at the back. I'll explain that better when I'm doing the video. You guys will understand it, because I don't know how to explain stuff for people, but I'm really trying, guys. I hope I'm gonna get credit for that by subscribing and like my video and share it for other people to train in. And yeah, we're still gonna do that until the end. I did not want to forward it too much, because obviously I want you guys to see everything that I was doing, even though if I had someone to hold the camera, it would have been more different, because you guys will have seen the needle more, but I didn't have anyone, so my husband was busy with the kids, so I can't tell him to get out of there and come and help me with the camera. The kids will be screaming, so I didn't want that. Anywho, I'm a mother of 2, so I'm gonna talk about that in the next video. Yeah, so I'm gonna use still, that's the one strand that remained. As you can see, it's just one hand. You know, when you put your hand, yeah, it's just one hand size, but I just wanted to feel it there, so I had to literally put that in there. Don't you dare sew the last knot onto the closure. No, sew it right closer to the closure, but not on the closure. There's a difference, bro, when you do that thing. So it's right closer. When I say closer, right closer, but not on it. As you can see, I'm literally trying to escape the closure and do it right beside it. As you can see there. That's what you need. The thread is not enough, cut it, knot it, and use another new fresh thread. Always. 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 Don't mind my thread. I just keep laughing at that thread, but it did so well. It's plenty thread on that, you know. It's just that my son thought it was a play toy, so he had to remove the rubber in it. But anyways, it still did what I wanted it to do, so why not? So we're gonna knot it. And if you want to know how to knot your thread nicely, I'll do that. How to thread your needle and stuff like that. Any small little things that you want to get to know about that you don't know or you're not sure about, just let me know. I will try and explain myself, or do a video of it in a slow motion way so that you can get all the full source of it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're almost at the end of it. I'm gonna show you guys the other trick of it, how to cut that hair if you want to cut it. If I was to cut that hair every time I sew one edge, that's the same way you need to cut the hair. If you cut the hair that way, then your hair is not gonna shade. But if you cut it the other way, your hair is gonna shade a lot, and you don't want that, boo. You don't want your hair to shade a lot, because my hair does not shade, as I show you guys in the other video when I was doing the bleaching. If you have not seen it, make sure you watch my last video before this. So now cutting to the hair, that's not how you cut it. Don't you ever do that. Cut it from the top of it, as you can see me doing it. And just make sure you cut the knot. Don't be cutting the knot on the hair. No, just that knot. Have you seen? It's just a strand of it that came out, and that's calm. It's allowed, because obviously you've cut the hair. But if you will have cut it the other way, you will have seen so many strands coming out. So get that. And now that's the end of it. We're gonna knot that, and we're gonna comb the hair. So now you can see the color of the hair that I bleach. That's the color of it. That lightning is not good, but when I get to the other room, you get, yeah, as you can see, the lightning is very good here. That, even though it's not showing that much, but at least it's showing something. And that's the color I got from the bleach that I bleached, honey brown. And that's what I literally wanted, you know. So if you want to see how I cut that hair, just let me know, bro. I'll show you guys. I will upload a video. I don't want this video to be too long, because if I put all of that, it's gonna be too long. I know I talk fast, but please bear with me. That's how I talk. So yeah, now onto the wig cap. As you can see, that's the inside of the wig cap. We're gonna cut the extra cap, that where we show the closure. Always cut that cap, or else your wig cap is not gonna lay down flat. So by cutting it, you make sure you don't cut it too close to the line of where you sewn the knot. So, just a little bit space of it, and then sew it. So we cut that. Sorry, my hair wanted to fall. That's the extra bit, as you can see there. And now we're gonna slay the hair. If you want to know how I did that cutting, let me know, boo. I'll upload a video of it. But now we're gonna do that slaying. Because you can see my face, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know how to do makeup, but please don't laugh at my makeup here. I was getting ready to go to church. Excuse my husband, he was literally trying to pack some things, our kids' clothes, stuff like that, and we're getting ready to go to church, so please excuse him at the background if you can see him. Anyway, so now I'm going to cut that lace. That's the last bit that you do. That lace, I'm going to cut it. Make sure you remove all the hair there, all the hair, the baby hair, everything. You remove it from there and cut that lace very nice, smooth, and calmly. As you can see me cutting that lace, I finished cutting the lace, and then I wear my wig. As you can see that lace. Here we go. Woohoo! And now that's it. I did not get to use the elastic band because my cap was my size, head size. It holds me so nice, and then I had that pin in, so I did not need a elastic band. But if that cap was not my size, it was a little bit big, I would have used that elastic band. As you can see all around, it looks like it's natural. It looks like it's not a cap, but it is, boo. That's a cap, you know. So yeah, as you can see how flat is it. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't use any gauze or nothing to lay it. That's just me finishing doing, fixing it and combing it and cutting it and straightening it. That's it. That's it. As you can see, that is it, bro. Oh yeah, I was just being a bit, you know what I mean, like a bit modelish. I'm not a model, so. But yeah, look at that. Look at that hair. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe and share this video for more videos. Love y'all.